Bleek's line in his response, it appeared that Nas was challenging him.
A lot of times rappers listen to other rappers' lyrics and they feel like people coming at them, they're very sensitive and they feel like sometimes rappers are coming at them indirectly.
And rather than a face-to-face confrontation, MCs generally take it straight to the mic. And so, Bleek responded on his single, My Mind Right.
I don't got no personal feeling against the man. Like, he cool, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against him, but you throw a line at me, be prepared, I'ma throw one at you.
Your lifestyle's written, so who you supposed to be? Play your position.
And on one of the key lines in that record, he said, your lifestyle's written, well, who you supposed to be? Play your position. And of course, you know, everyone knows Nas' second album was called It Was Written, so people took that as a diss.
Now, by referencing this album title, Bleek let the world know that he was talking about Nas and questioning his credibility. And so it was written, or maybe we should say spoken. The first seed was planted in the battle to come.
This is a rule, though. You're never supposed to let your enemy know what you're thinking. And they did just the opposite, so now I know what they're thinking about, and it's cool.
While Nas's rules may seem like they were lifted from the Art of War manual, the N to the A to the SIR soon let Bleek know exactly what he was thinking. The outcome? A sly line on his Queensbridge Finest compilation album.
Oh, you didn't want to know whose life was written, the life I'm living, the ice, the women.
Oh, you didn't was Nas's way of coyly dismissing newcomer Memphis Bleek's attack on the veteran MC's image. Things appeared to simmer down in early 2001, but it wouldn't be long until Bleek's mentor, Jay-Z, claimed he was on the wrong end of Nas's bad-mouthing campaign, this time over the radio airwaves in Los Angeles.
It seems to be resolved, but then Jay claims he's in LA and he hears Nas on the radio in LA talking reckless and saying bad things about Jay. So at that point, Jay's like, all right, I'm gonna say something about him. I'm gonna bring it to him.
And Jay did put it all out in the open a few months later when he came at Nas with The Takeover. Now that song plus Nas's no holds barred response ether qualify as two of the best battle records ever made, hands down. But a good diss record is not necessarily a truthful one. I mean, sometimes things get a little exaggerated. So we decided to do a fact check on the claims made by both lyrical warriors.
Went from nasty Nas to Esco's trash. Had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage.
Claim number one. Jay says Nas has fallen off since his first album in 1994, Illmatic.
That's a one hot album every 10-year average, and that's so.
One hot album every 10 years? Let's take a closer look. Nas's Illmatic was a success with critics, but since then, sales of his albums have dropped, and so has his critical acclaim. Looks like Jay may have a point.
The follow-ups after Illmatic were not on people's radars.
After Illmatic, this guy was looked at as maybe one of the best MCs of all time. Now he's just a guy who makes, you know, some good records, but he's not living up to that promise of that first album.
But Jay's claim may be outdated, since Nas released the appropriately titled Stillmatic on December 18th last year, garnering critical acclaim and impressive first-week sales.
It's taking hip-hop back to hip-hop.
I am the truest. Name a rapper that I ain't influenced.
And with this new album came acclaim from Nas.
All I did was give you a style for you to run with.
Did Jay take Nas's rhyme style?
Jay-Z used to rhyme differently. He used to rhyme a faster rhyme style.
Well, check out the J, check out the A, check out the Y, Z.
They had a really faster rhyme style, like more similar to the quick tongue rhyme style, which was really prominent in the early 90s.
Over time, Jay-Z may have switched up his rhyme skills.
I'm sick with the flow and this is all I know.
Though it's impossible to prove whether it was an evolution of his personal style or a robbery of Nas. But there is one thing that he did borrow from the Queensbridge rapper. Who did Jay sample on his first hit, Dead Presidents? You guessed it, none other than Nas.
I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me.
Even Jigga himself admits to taking it, but he also admits to perfecting it.
Yeah, I sampled your voice, you was using it wrong. You made it a hot line, I made it a hot song.
Whether or not he made it a hotter song, they're both classics.
Speaking of classics, let's check up on another one of Nas's claims in this battle.